was off, and I looked all around me. All I saw was people in cars, and they couldn't move. And nobody was moving at all. I'm like, we were just stuck, and I just said, oh, my God, how am I going to get home?
That is Anthony Oden, and it was 1 year ago today that Anthony was one of hundreds of drivers stranded for hours on I-95 in that mess of ice and snow.
Melanie Alnwick is live along 95 this morning with more on Anthony's experience and how he's doing a year later. Mel, who could forget Anthony and, man, speaking with him a year ago today?
That's right. You know, and I think Anthony spoke for a lot of people who felt such anxiety and panic. You know, it's one thing to be stuck for a little bit, but then when it goes on for hours and hours and hours on end, he told us he fell asleep several times, and every time he woke up, they hadn't moved. And finally, it just really got to him, and he knew he needed to get home. And one of the reasons he was on the road that morning was because he was preparing for a kidney transplant, and he had an appointment at Richmond Hospital, so he had to travel that day. We want to check in with Anthony now. We did follow up with him after he got home. But Anthony, how are you doing today?
Wonderful. Wonderful. I have a new kidney now. Thanks to VCU.
And so,
go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say congratulations on the new kidney and improved health for sure. When you look back on the last year, what do you make of all of your experience and everything that happened to you?
Well, and this is also real. I can't help but to get choked up because so many people have helped me in the past, helped me get to where I am today. I'm taking a lot of pills now for kidney rejection and things of that nature. I have some people in place. All I can do is thank God and all the people around me. BCU, I love you. Fairfax Hospital, all the hardworking people that helped me. I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful.
Absolutely. And it's such a human experience that you are sharing with us. You also shared with us video from that morning and also along the journey along the way. Now, when you set out that morning, did you know that it was going to be such a massive blizzard?
No, I didn't. I don't know. I was looking at everything, and it just looked so beautiful coming up the highway, but then all of a sudden everything just slowed down. And then I started to realize that we in something, you know, that could possibly change my life. So I didn't want to really panic. I wanted to, you know, just think, you know, what's the next thing to do, the right thing to try to get off this highway if I could. And luckily, some good people from the state of Virginia helped us get out the car and get to safety. And it was great. It was just a blessing.
And Anthony, I know that one of the things that they're changing with Virginia Department of Transportation is they're trying to have a two-way system. So drivers and passengers who are stuck, like you were, would be able to communicate directly with VDOT people. How would that have helped you?
That would be great. But I'm gonna be honest with you though. When I made that phone call, it's like they knew exactly where I was. They was there in minutes. So, I mean, you know, anything else on top of that, a layer on top of that, I'm sure it'd be wonderful. So, but you won't catch me on that highway, and I know it's a storm coming along, and I've been up that highway a number of times just lately because I have to go to VCU and take care of business. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to go tomorrow to see them. So I'm much more aware of that. Yeah.
Well, definitely, a difficult and scary lesson, unfortunately, learned for so many people, including the Virginia Department of Transportation. Anthony, that is all the time we have, unfortunately, this morning. But I just want to thank you so much for revisiting that with us today. And we're so grateful that you are on the road to recovery.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, we'll catch up with you soon, I hope. All right, guys, so just one little experience there. Again, Anthony, who touched so many of us on that morning. And we're just so glad to see that he's received his new kidney. He's doing well. And I think his final statement for many, many people, like, you're not going to catch me on that road again if there's a storm coming.
Yeah, it's understandable. I'm glad we followed up with him and glad he's doing better.
Yeah, you see the impact of the storm. I mean, a year ago, people were upset about it. And for some, like him, carries with them 1 year later.
Absolutely.
Still there. Thanks, Mel.